There once was a knight named Virginius. He was a wealthy, noble, honorable fellow. This knight and his wife had a daughter. This fair, blonde-haired maiden by the name of Virginia was honest, pure, and quite beautiful. At the young age of 14, she still had her innocence about her. On one bright day, the daughter and her mother ventured into town. Her beauty caught the eye of Apius, the town judge. Apius was so taken by her beauty that he vowed to make her his own. "What beauty I have seen with my eyes, she shall be mine in spite of any man." He was a corrupt, stubborn judge who always got what he wanted by abusing his power.
"Churl, you shall work for me."
He sent for a cunning and bold peasant by the name of Claudius to do his bidding. Should the churl disobey the judge, he would lose his head. Claudius approached Virginius with an accusation. He claimed that Virginius's daughter was not his own, but rather a slave stolen from the churl himself.
"The knight named Virginius, against the law, has my servant who is a slave to me by right, who from my house was stolen while she was still young. She is not his child, whatever he may say. Return me my slave, if that be your will."
The knight claimed that this accusation was false, but the judge would not listen. He sent Virginius to fetch his daughter as a ward of court, so the judge might give her back to the rightful owner. Virginius returned to his home and explained to his daughter what the judge had ordered. He couldn't allow his daughter to face a trapped, miserable life with a suffering heart. The knight decided that his daughter should die a pure and innocent woman, rather than go on living a shameful life.
"There are two ways, for either death or shame. You must now suffer. To die by means of sword or knife, we must end your life. Receive your death, for that is my sentence. For love, and not for hate, you must be dead."
She protested that there must be another way, but came to the same conclusion as her father. It was better to die with honor than to die with shame. And so the knight finished what the judge had started. With great sorrow and hesitation, the knight and his daughter said their final goodbyes. With a sharp blade and a heavy heart, he struck off his own daughter's head. He returned to Apius, bearing her head by the hair. In a flurry of shock and disgust, he tried to run away and hang himself when the judge saw the head. Suddenly, villagers burst into the room, knowing of Apius' fabricated situation. They promptly threw him into jail. But Apius killed himself. Claudius was sentenced to be hung, but Virginius pleaded for him, and his sentence was reduced to an exile.